The automated form tools are the easiest way to create several types of forms, including detail forms, split forms, and multiple item or datasheet forms. You start by selecting a record source, either a table or a query, and then you go to the Create tab and click the type of form you want to create. For example, I'll click the Suppliers table, and then go to the Create tab, and click Form to create a detail form. The controls in the form are bound to the underlying data source, and the form includes a control for each field in the data source, but you can rearrange controls or delete the ones you don't want. As an example, I'll remove the Supplier ID field by selecting the control and its label and pressing Delete. This doesn't affect the underlying data. If you need something other than a detail form, you follow the same process. Select another record source, and then select an option from the More Forms list here. Under some circumstances, you can automatically create a subform. Here's the rule. When you create a detail form using a table on the one side of a relationship, and that table participates in a single relationship, Access automatically creates a subform when you create the detail form. For example, you can see a single relationship between the Assets and Suppliers tables here. So if I go back to the Create tab and click Form, Access creates a subform automatically. But if you have more than one such relationship in place, like this, Access only creates a detail form. So if you need to create a subform manually, you start by creating a detail form using the table on the one side of the relationship as your data source. This is your parent form. Next, you create a multiple items form or a datasheet form using the table on the many side of the relationship. This is your child form. I've saved both forms here, and I'll open the parent form in Layout View, and then drag the child form to the parent form like so. Right-click the Layout selector for the child form here, and click Properties. That starts the Properties task pane. Go to the Link Master Fields property, and click the Build button. That's the button with 3 dots. And in the resulting dialog box, select the primary key field on the one side of the relationship and the foreign key field on the many side. Now remember that if no relationship exists between the tables, the fields you select here have to logically function as a primary and foreign key. Notice that as soon as you click OK, the child form displays just the records for a given supplier. There's your subform. Navigation forms are also easy to create, but you need to remember a rule. Before you create a navigation form, you need to create the other forms and reports in your database because you can't finish the navigation form without them. You start by going to the Create tab and clicking Navigation. You then select a layout and the blank form appears. Drag an existing form or report to the first tab, and the orange bar shows you which tab you're dropping to. Repeat the process and save the form, and I'll finish it for you. And now you click a tab to open the form or report that you want to use. So that's a quick introduction to forms and the automated form tools. As a reminder, this course won't discuss the Form Designer, but for more information about it, see the links in the quick reference card. And next, we'll look at ways to change forms in Layout View.